Hello, and you join me on the Fjords map for a high tier game where I'm flying my lightly armoured 109G up against some tier 9s. So far in this match it hasn't been going too well for our team. Not including me, there are 4 friendly fighters up against 8 fighters, and they're all around me as you can see. Now at this point I've managed to do a bit of damage to the Yak-3, but apart from that everything else has survived somehow. And I don't really fancy my chances up here with all of these jets, so the only thing I can think that would be helpful to my team would be to take out an IL, and with firepower like this the only way that that would be possible is through ramming it. It's a bit tricky, but you can occasionally do it if you get lucky. So I start heading off to our lone ground targets, as I know there will be an IL around there somewhere at some point. And I just see a ground target flash, so I know, yep, there's something coming. So I start the turn, and I spot this little IL-40 coming towards me. So I think, right, that's nice, I'll line him up for a nice ram on the first pass, so that I don't have to mess about or anything. But I start turning a bit too late, and I overshoot him just a little bit. So I think, right, that's alright, I'll just turn around and catch him up. But at this point he starts to turn back in to try and kill me at the same time. Obviously the 109G's got a much better turn rate than the IL-40, so I easily outturn him. I'm not worried about shooting him, so I just try and focus my point of direction in front of him so that I get a nice clean ram. Now at this point it looks like I should just about hit him, and it's coming in close to the point of the ram, and this is where things go a bit mad. Now see, I'm approaching at 30 meters, 20 meters, and at 23 meters I explode, being destroyed by a collision in the wing. And at this point, this isn't even the weirdest thing. My plane has just flown through the IL-40's wing, and the IL-40 survived, by the way, of course. While he's shooting ahead and continuing the turn. Now I fly through the wing with my wing coming off, and then suddenly I stop. And I start flying the same way as the IL-40. I rammed him so hard the physics broke, and I was bounced off of his plane. So I start being pushed along, completely flat, my entire aircraft being pushed through the air while this IL-40 just flies away from the crash. And eventually my plane sort of works out, oh yeah, there are physics and air resistance, I should probably turn into the direction that I'm flying, and so it slowly turns in. And that's the end of the game for me. I didn't get the kill, and I couldn't help my team any more than I had at that point. Crash into the ground, and that's the end of that. Great when physics break. Just a shame I couldn't take out that IL-40 as well.